Hello fourth graders, day 2 video. Today we're going to take a peek at fractions that are equal to 1, fractions that are less than 1, and fractions that are greater than 1. So today's video, I'm just going to show you examples of all of the following. And then tomorrow in class we're going to come up with some general rules or what we notice about fractions. So starting with fractions that are less than 1. I'm going to draw a bunch of examples that are less than 1. And then we're going to write the fractions underneath. So my first bar, okay, so I'm going to shade in. So I want you to think about what would we call that fraction. I see I have 4 equal parts. My denominator is 4, and I have 3 shaded in, so my fraction is 3/4. Another fraction, I'm doing my best to draw equal parts. There, so asking yourself, what fraction did I just draw? I have 1 shaded out of 3 equal parts. Next, let's take a peek at another one here. Okay, I have 10 total parts. I have 3 parts shaded. So we would say all of these fractions here are less than 1. So if they were on a number line, they would fall in between 0 and 1. All of those fractions are less than 1. The second one we're going to look at, let's see if I can erase all this, are fractions that are equal to 1. So I'm going to draw a couple examples that are equal to 1. Again, you are trying to establish what the rules are for less than 1, equal to 1, and greater than 1. So let's use our circle again. This time let's break it into 6. So thinking about what fraction I just made, I have 6 total pieces and all 6 are shaded. Looking at another one, this one I have 4ths and I have all 4 shaded. And then lastly, let's do thirds. So my denominator is going to be 3. I'm going to shade in all 3. All of these fractions are examples of fractions that are equal to 1. So taking a peek at that, thinking about what do you notice, what's different about fractions that are equal to 1 compared to the fractions that were less than 1. So if I were to do these on a number line, and I have 0 and 1, all of the fractions I just drawn are equal to 1. They're equivalent to 1. All right, oops, I actually wanted to erase it. The last type of fraction that we're going to look at are greater than 1. So thinking about what do you notice about these fractions? So in this one, I'm just looking at what each one's broken into. So each one is broken into thirds, but this time I have 4 thirds shaded. Or the other thing we've talked about in class is I have 1 whole 1 shaded and 1/3. Another example, each individual rectangle is shaded or broken into 4ths, so that's my denominator. In total I have 6 4ths shaded, or 1 and 2/4. So these are examples of fractions that are greater than 1. Now if I wanted to put these on a number line, erase. If I wanted to put these on a number line, and this is my number line, I have 0, 1, 2. All the fractions I just drew are going to be greater than 1. And those fractions actually have a special name. They're called improper. We've talked a little bit about those, where our numerator is greater than our denominator. But we're going to look at this some more in class, but I want you to think about what did you notice? What patterns did you notice about fractions that are less than 1? What patterns did you notice with fractions that are equal to 1 and greater than 1? Thank you for watching. I will see you in class tomorrow.